What was this? A good hour, hour and a half maybe? Ooh, that'll work on the dance floor, and I'm so excited to test that out. Hey, what's up? This is Laidback Luke, DJ and producer. I'm about to travel to Dubai. It's gonna be a long travel. There's a big challenge for me to finish off my new track. It's a collaboration, and will I be able to start it right here at the airport, work on it in the airplane, master it at the hotel room, and then test it out at the show. I'm gonna take you with me, and I'm gonna show you how I tackle this and how the process goes. Let's go. All right, just got through security, got my chai, and phase one is about to begin right here. So I need to be honest with you. Gian actually made the first setup for the demo, and he handed me all of these stems. So how this sketch sounds currently. So that's what I'm working with right here. When I heard this demo for the first time compared to the link that Gian had sent me, it sounded a bit different. Apparently I was missing some stems. He had sent me those stems, missing stems, percussion right here. So I'm gonna put those in, and I'm gonna tweak this a little bit. I'm gonna add on to it. I have about 40 minutes before my flight boards. I'll let you hear the result right after. This whole session I've been trying to remake a stem that I don't have. It's this particular sound which I've automated with the filter. It sounds like this. And it's in the original demo, and I think the magic is here. And I just can't seem to be able to remake it. Now, I've texted Gian Varela about this, and I told him I need stems, and apparently he can't do it because he's at a sound check right now. So on this trip I'll just try and cope and make the best of it, and we'll see where it ends. And that's about all the time I have right now. I'm gonna board flight number 1. Touchdown in Canada, just an hour flight. Scrambling currently to try and get to my gate because I'm boarding already. So out to the next airplane. Well, I made it into my seat, and it's a little bit of a cramped situation out here. It's gonna be a 13-hour flight, which gives me enough time to work on the track, thankfully. So we're about to take off, and I will be tackling the track once again, seeing if I can maneuver my way around these missing stems. Up in the air, and right before meal service I had a good 1 hour and a half to tweak the track. I have a sort of a light trancey type of bass line going on here. So there's currently a 16-bar loop. I will be shutting off for the night. Alright, I guess it's the next morning. I slept about 5.5 hours on this flight. In the last 1.5 hours, I've been working mostly on the arrangement. I've replaced the kick, I tweaked the clap, so I've been mixing as I go. It currently sounds like this. So you see these markers I've put in, so I can see the structure drop into a little break. Oh, I want you to hear this little drop with the filter on there. Kind of what Gian and I did in Pomeloco. I wanted to bring that back. Next stop is going to be the hotel room out in Dubai. I can't wait because Gian actually sent me a vocal for this. Such a relief getting out of the airplane into a nice and spacey room. So I'm still working to make sure this challenge works. I still need 2 sessions for me to be able to play this track out, so it'll get really exciting. But what I wanted to ask you is that if you like what you're seeing right now, if you like what you're hearing, make sure to hit me with the like button. Also subscribe and click that notification bell as well. It's very much appreciated. So now we're going from the naked airplane setup, talking about the laptop here, right, to the mobile studio setup. Let's dive in and let's listen to the vocals for this track. I asked Gian to find me a Spanish type of vocal. Gian is from Panama, and so all the Latin stuff is very much his home type of flavor. And it's super hot right now, so he was the right person to ask. And so he came up with this, and he's actually rapping this himself.
Let me know what you think of this. It is in English and Spanish, but I think it makes it like sexier too, and it makes it groovier. Laid back como el agua, Bruce Lee on this track. Estoy pegándole esta rima like Duran hitting back. Dale.
And I was amazed by this, and actually at first I thought we needed to find someone who could rap this, but I was like, go ahead and do it on your own. So he sent me his vocals processed, and it sounds like this. Pretty crazy, right? I'm excited to put this in the track. What was this? A good hour and a half maybe? What I did just now was rearranging the vocal. I tried to mix the vocal in properly. I didn't even do much EQ on it. Just boosted the mids a little bit. And then I just sprinkled the vocal in here and there. Oh, and what I need to tell you as well is that it took so long because I also did a bit of gain staging. Gain staging where you really just find out the balance of the elements, just making sure the kick and the bass really work together but also are clean towards each other. I redid the levels of the hi-hats, I redid the level of the clap. Let's have a listen at the track and let's listen how this vocal fits, right? Let's have a listen at that drop filter break as well. Ooh, that'll work on the dance floor, and I'm so excited to test that out. Because before I'll tell you about the single last stage, which is next, I'd love for your comments and feedback down below. Do you think I should have done things differently? What do you think about this process? Please let me know in the comments. I have one stage to go before I can play it out, and that is the mastering stage. And I still proudly do all of my own mastering myself, but I also wanted to point out in this vlog that I am making my track in segments where it's like you just go and do your thing for about an hour and a half, maybe shorter, preferably not longer. And the stepping away from the track is something that's really beneficial for your creativity, for your overall energy, for your hope that's in the track, because this one was quite the wrestle as well, I must say. In and out of that process. Interesting, right? I'll keep you posted, and maybe I'll probably check back in with you in the morning. It is the next morning. I didn't see this view last night. This was such a nice surprise just now. Today is show day, and I need to finish this track because I want to play it tonight. Grabbing my laptop, opening my laptop. Okay, I'm here. I think I've done it. And before I'll explain to you what I did, let's just have a listen to it. Yeah, so this is proper right now. Prominently here you can see the Mau-P track in my arrangement. So I'm going to give you a few key pointers here as to how to master on a simple setup. What's the key to mastering on these little in-ears is to reference your track to an existing track or to a couple of existing tracks. I call them reference tracks. Tracks you know that sound great anywhere. And so I've made a censored version for Drugs from Amsterdam because I'm not into the whole drugs thing, but I've been playing the censored version out a lot and it sounds fantastic in a club, and I wanted this to have the same exact type of frequencies. What I did is take the busiest part of my track, the busiest part of the reference track, and then just go back and forth and tweak your track until it sounds almost the same. And mind you, we're talking about frequencies here. Purely where the bass frequencies sit, where the high-end frequencies sit, how the mid punches. And so I got it pretty close, but I wanted to make my track sound louder. On my loudness meter, I'll always try and aim for about -7 LUFS. So you saw in the short term I'm hitting about -7.2, -7.3, which for now I'm fine with. On to the final and last stage. Well, last stage, might as well sit outside for this one. The stage up next is actually on the stage. The stage in the DJ booth with the really loud sound, with the club sound, is perfect to try and listen and especially see if you're in front of a crowd, if this arrangement makes sense, if all the sonic sounds right, and I'll adjust what my findings are from playing it out live. And so it's time to get out of my pajamas, get ready for the show, and test this out. And don't go anywhere, because I'll come back to you as to what my findings were, how this actually sounded live, how the crowd reacted. So stay tuned for that, and let's go. That was it. That was the test that I needed. It's interesting because I took you out on this journey. I swear I listened to the track maybe like 100 or 200 times for it to be perfect on stage, and still I heard a couple of things playing it out live that need to be adjusted. The filter drop went amazing. The synths right before the last drop went incredible as well. And then there's the last section that it will need to go through. I mean, it needs to go through to Gian Varela as well for him to approve it, and out to my A&R manager for Mixmash as well, see what he has to say about it. So it's not just done yet. I am actually on my way to the airport right now, on my way back to New York again. And I was so happy to make a travel DJ producer vlog again. If you like these producer vlogs, make sure to check out the vlog I made for advanced EQing. There's a ton of golden and intricate advanced level EQing tips in there, plus the vlog about keeping your ears fresh as well. Don't forget to check that out as well. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Make sure to hit that notification button. I'm also excited to catch you in the comments, and I will catch you back here for the next one. Until then, L's up.